out. They wiped us out. She looked so distraught that I forgot my own despair for a fleeting moment. Suddenly, a severe explosion. I managed to determine where the explosion came from. How can I describe what I saw? A monstrous tripod, higher than many houses, striding, smashing, trampling, a walking engine of glittering metal, and the tumult of its crackles mingling with the riot of thunder. The second fighting machine. My nerve went completely. As it passed, it emitted a deafening howl that droned me. Suddenly, 1, 2, 3, 4 armoured marshals appear. Advancing obliquely towards us came a fifth. People made their way from the city centre as fast as they could, crawling, running and screaming in a blind panic. I also ran as I had never sprinted before. I managed to worm my way out of the life-threatening situation and confusing the marshals which were after me. I performed a backward somersault and hid. The air was full of sound. The clanging of din of the marches, the crashing falling of houses, and the crackling and roaring of fire. The houses caved in with flames darting out, dissolving as the giant heat touched them. While I was running from the machines, another incident was taking place a short distance away upon a bridge. Tank had fired a shell which exploded near the body of a Martian. More Martians advanced with gigantic strides. The ghostly, terrible debris struck the tank and completely shattered it. My thoughts were set towards my girlfriend. I hurried to her little red brick house near the small city centre. Looking through the window I saw nothing. Ringing the doorbell resulted in disappointment. I sat down in front of her house and let my thoughts go. I was shell-shocked, but my thoughts began to wander. Where was she? Had she been abducted by aliens? Did she enjoy herself in the interplanetary landscape? Next success to romance. I suddenly remembered the stare earlier that gave me a Martian. The stare that made me blush. The Martians were playing tricks with my mind. The road was crowded, but far from congested. Most of the fugitives were on foot. A strange motor car came hurrying along, its rider crying, move on, they're coming! Sad, haggard, but well-dressed women were trampling by. Some men who should have been fighting were cowardly sneaking away, glowering and savage. The fighting machines swept through the city, demolishing buildings and killing people. The massacre of mankind. Once the wind was landed, Delft belongs to the Martians. The red weed which gave Mars its red appearance began to grow like wildfire in the streets of Delft. From a distance I heard the church choir sing. I saw the church which had not yet been covered by the encroaching red weeds. I moved towards it, not noticing the fighting machine situated near the church. A curate came running from the church, striding determinedly towards the Martian. The curate shouted, "Nay!" at the top of her voice while extending her arms which held a holy cross. I shuddered violently at the sight of the burning curate. I could scarcely stand up from the shock, but somehow I managed to make my way through the door of the church where I thought I would be safe. I was not the only lost soul present in the church. It was surrounded with men, women and children. Crying, weeping, praying, finding comfort from the singing of the choir. voices became passionate, singing ever louder. The volume of their song caught the attention of the fighting machine lurking outside. It moved closer to the church, looking for the source of the music. As the choir came into the Martian fighting range, their voices died instantaneously, just as it had the astronomer. For the first time in years, I prayed to God. I prayed that this terrible nightmare would stop. I then ran from what I thought was my place of refuge.
Als je me nou...
Rino, een opluchting voor de neus.
Als je me nou...
I found myself alone, no sign of the Martians anywhere. Houses had been plunged and pillaged by savages. Valuables and then scattered on the street. This was the murmur of value. Well, except for just the camera present. On the market square, bodies lay broken, covered in red meat. I stood there alone, the last woman alive. My heart ached for my girlfriend, but the chances she was still alive were minimal. I was very much aware of my intense loneliness. I heard the droning of a fighting machine. I turned towards the town hall and saw a now familiar sight. A fighting machine standing as if frozen. A second machine as motionless as the first. A desolating cry seemed to possess my mind. An insane resolve came over me. I would die and end it, and I would even save myself the trouble of suicide. The howling had ceased. The were still, silent, I looked down and observed the third machine, no longer a fighting machine. A Martian must have dropped from its tripod as a dog was ripping into its flesh with its savage and powerful teeth. The dog's behaviour mirroring the hatred of mankind towards our oppressors. I looked round in astonishment. The Martians were dead, slain by the most humble things on our planet, something which our natural immune systems adapt to and fight, something the Martians have never come across before. Bacteria. Common cold does not exist on Mars, and Martians had no resistance to the minuscule organisms. It was inevitable for the Martians. My heart lightened gloriously. People scrambled from ditches and houses, cheering and kissing each other, celebrating. Delft was saved and very much alive. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!